Happiness? The word drips from your lips like a fool's prayer, a desperate hymn to a deity that has already forsaken you. You chase it like a dog chasing its tail, panting, sweating, stumbling over yourself in pursuit of an illusion. You tell yourself, if only I had more money, more love, more recognition, more freedom, then I would be happy. You are a liar, and worse than that, you are a fool. You will never be happy. And the sooner you face this truth, the sooner you will be free. The modern world feeds you lies about happiness. It tells you it is your birthright, that you deserve it, that it is attainable if only you follow the prescribed formula. Get the job, get the house, get the partner, get the status. But these are the trinkets of mediocrity, the playthings of the herd. And even when you clutch them in your trembling hands, you will find yourself empty, hollow, still yearning. Why? Because happiness is not something you can own. It is not something you can earn. It is not something that will ever come to you. Happiness is a mirage, a cruel joke played on those too weak to face life's deeper truths. You are not unhappy because life is unfair. You are not unhappy because you lack money or love or success. You are unhappy because you worship at the altar of false idols. Comfort, security, approval. These are your gods, and they are pitiful deities, incapable of giving you what you crave. You bow before them, sacrificing your time, your energy, your soul, and in return, they give you fleeting pleasures that vanish like smoke. You drink their poison, and still, you thirst. Comfort is the drug that numbs your potential. Security is the lie that chains you to mediocrity. Approval is the leash around your neck, keeping you tethered to the whims of others. These things cannot bring you happiness because they are not meant to. They are tools of control, designed to keep you docile, compliant, weak. As long as you worship them, you will remain a slave to your unhappiness. True fulfillment does not come from comfort. It comes from challenge. It does not come from security. It comes from risk. It does not come from approval. It comes from the defiant roar of self-ownership. But you, like a coward, choose the easy path. You kneel before the wrong gods, and you wonder why they do not bless you. How pitiful you are. The greatest lie you have been told is that suffering is the enemy. That pain is something to be avoided, minimized, anesthetized. You believe that happiness is the absence of suffering, and so you live your life in fear, tiptoeing through existence, doing everything you can to avoid the sharp edges of reality. But in your flight from pain, you have also fled from growth, from transformation, from life itself. Suffering is not the enemy. It is the crucible of greatness. It is the fire that forges the strongest steel, the storm that births the most resilient oak. Without suffering, there is no growth, no strength, no wisdom. To avoid suffering is to avoid life, to reduce yourself to a shadow of what you could be, to condemn yourself to a lifetime of shallow, fleeting pleasures that can never fill the void inside you. You are unhappy because you are afraid to suffer. You are afraid to face your fears, to confront your failures, to endure the pain that comes with becoming something more. You choose the path of least resistance, the path of comfort, the path of mediocrity. And you wonder why you feel empty. You wonder why happiness eludes you. Look in the mirror. The answer is staring back at you. Happiness is a lie, a myth, a fantasy spun by those who profit from your misery. It is the carrot they dangle before you, always just out of reach, to keep you running, chasing, consuming. The self-help books, the motivational gurus, the corporations selling you their glittering baubles, they all thrive on your desperation, your belief that happiness is something you can attain if only you try hard enough, spend enough, achieve enough. But happiness is not a destination. It is not a prize at the end of a race. It is not something you can hold in your hands or hang on your wall. Happiness is a fleeting emotion, a spark that flares up and dies just as quickly. It is not a state of being. It is a moment. And the more you chase it, the more it slips through your fingers. You are unhappy because you are addicted to the lie of happiness. You are addicted to the chase, the pursuit, the endless striving for something that does not exist. You are a hamster on a wheel, running yourself ragged, going nowhere. And the sooner you accept this truth, the sooner you can step off the wheel and face the real questions of life. The truth is that happiness is not the purpose of life. It is not the goal, the prize, the reward. The purpose of life is struggle. It is growth. It is the pursuit of greatness, the relentless drive to become more, to do more, to achieve more. Happiness is a byproduct of this pursuit, a fleeting moment of satisfaction that comes and goes like the tides. It is not something to be chased. It is something to be earned through the sweat of your brow, the fire of your will, the blood of your sacrifice. You will never be happy because you refuse to accept this truth. You refuse to embrace the struggle, the pain, the challenge that life demands. You want the prize without the effort, the glory without the sacrifice, the reward without the work. You are a child crying for candy, unwilling to eat the bitter vegetables that will make you strong. Happiness is not given, it is earned. It is not found, it is forged. It is not something you can buy or beg for. It is something you must create through the relentless pursuit of your highest potential. But you, in your weakness, refuse to pay the price. You refuse to face the truth. And so, you will remain unhappy. Here is the paradox. The moment you accept that you will never be happy, you become free. Free from the endless chase, free from the false promises, free from the lie that happiness is something you are entitled to. When you stop seeking happiness, you can start seeking something greater. Meaning, purpose, power. Happiness is fleeting, but meaning endures. Purpose endures. The pursuit of greatness endures. These are the things that give life its richness, its depth, its fire. These are the things that make suffering worthwhile, that make the struggle bearable, that make existence something more than a shallow game of chasing pleasure and avoiding pain. When you accept that you will never be happy, you can embrace the struggle. You can embrace the pain. You can embrace the fire that forges you into something stronger, something greater, something extraordinary. You can stop living for fleeting moments of pleasure and start living for the eternal pursuit of your highest potential. You will never be happy because happiness is not enough. It is not worthy of you. It is too small, too shallow, too fleeting to be the goal of your existence. You were not born to be happy. You were born to be great. You were born to struggle, to fight, to conquer, to rise above the masses of weak, sniveling fools who worship at the altar of comfort and security. Stop chasing happiness. Stop chasing illusions. Stop worshiping false gods. Embrace the struggle. Embrace the pain. Embrace the fire. And in doing so, you will find something far greater than happiness. You will find power. You will find purpose. You will find yourself. Happiness is for the weak, the complacent, the mediocre. Greatness is for the strong, the relentless, the unyielding. Choose greatness. Choose the struggle. Choose the fire. You don't need to be happy. You need to be great. You don't need to be happy. You need to be free. You don't need to be happy. You need to be unstoppable.